The hunt for the missing gifts. Back at Minehead Station, Thomas was waiting at the platform. Soon all his passengers were on board, and he was finally ready to go. Come on, he puffed to Annie and Clarabelle. Let's get going and see if we can make up for lost time. But as he was about to leave, he suddenly heard someone shout. All the gifts for the party are missing, cried the station master. Once again, Thomas was puzzled. Where did the gifts go? Don't worry, we'll look for them along the way, said Thomas reassuringly. The station master smiled as Thomas blew his whistle and set off along the line.
G'day and welcome along to another slow and steady video here, back with Thomas. I'm thinking this is the penultimate video of all of this story. Blow the whistle. Use the throttle to get Thomas going. I hope everyone is well. Back here, Thomas the Tank
Come along,
Engine.
Annie and Clarabelle. We need to keep a lookout for those missing gifts.
So hopefully we're done with all this shunting around on the previous episodes. 10 miles an hour. Coming out of Minehead, of course, we've got the crossing up here. 1.6 miles. Really nice. Finally, we're going to be doing some journeys on Thomas the Tank. 10 mile an hour. Lights are green. Beautiful old signal lights there. Should we have a look at Thomas? And of course Annie and Clarabelle as well. Oh, try and get that view sorted. Sorry about that. 1.5. 1.5 miles. We'll watch these lights. Is that a flashing green? Can't see no cars waiting on the right anyway. I think we're good to go. Yeah, I can hear the crossing there. Good old Vauxhall Chevette. Do we get to speed up? Here we go. I didn't see the sign. 25. Really nice and easy. Hold down R2 and L2 is to stop. 25. Come on, a bit more. Quite a good sound actually, the steam engine there. Thomas, I didn't realise he blinks his eyes. Right, let's get back to it. Just a mile up the road, 1 mile to go. 25. We're going up to Dunster. Real life places here on the West Somerset Railway line. It doesn't hold a consistent speed, it does drop. Have we got an incline? No, it looks like it's 0, so pretty flat. Top right hand corner, of course, is that down to a 5 mile an hour speed limit? Not sure. I'm not the world's best at Train Sim World, although we might come on and do a few normal trains I have got something lined up once we've completed this story, and I think this will be the penultimate story, with the next Friday being the final episode. Just over half a mile to go. Oh, just got a trophy. What's that for? Drive Thomas for 10 miles within the speed limit. So I'm a bit conscious of that speed limit coming up. Is that a 5 miles an hour? Quickly going to a 15? Not really sure. I'll try and take a look on the track, see if I can see anything. Ah, there's a 5 mile an hour. Just slow down for that a second. That's really quite slow, isn't it, coming in 5 miles an hour? My goodness me. Still over. There we go. Come on, Thomas, let's go. Crikey, we're almost at a stop. Into Dunster in the West Somerset DLC. Quintessential English countryside. Oops, slow down, Thomas. I'm too excited. Come on, a bit more. Here we go. 5 miles an hour. Lovely.
Get in quickly, please, he whistled.
Doors open. The graphics look good, I think. People sitting down in the lovely carriages. It's Annie and Clarabelle. I never seen this DLC coming. I really didn't. Lock those doors. And okay, looks like we've got no time limits then. We can just go. Stop at the blue anchor. Do you think that's a pub? Oh, not too fast. 15. So does that really go from 15 to 10? Yeah. Loads of crossings down here. Waiting for that 25 mile an hour signal. Would like to try and get gold on them if I can. $25. Must admit, I didn't see. I was looking for the sign actually on the side of the track, but I didn't see it. But up to 25 miles an hour.
What's that up ahead? We should stop and check, as it could be the missing gifts.
Oh, okay. stop.
That's one of the missing gifts found, said Thomas. But how did it end up
Ah,
here?
okay. Find and collect the present. Okay, so we'll do that. Open the cab door and single track, isn't it? Jump down and one little present. Do we just push? There we go.
I know. When we stop at the next station, we can give it to the station master. I'm sure they can look after it whilst we finish our journey.
Step up. Who are you? Didn't realise that we had someone giving us a hand today. Maybe work experience. Okay, let's go, Thomas. Off to the Blue Anchor for a swift half. 25 miles an hour. Looks like we've got a slight downhill, and I wonder if now it will. It seems like if it's on a flat, it will lose speed. Perhaps this will maintain speed quite nicely because we're going downhill. 1 mile to go. A little bit of stuttering here and there. Oh, it has picked up a bit of speed. 27 miles an hour. Let's bring that down slightly.
Look, there's another gift up ahead. Let's stop and collect it.
Is there? Where? Oh, I see. Oh, lovely Minehead coastline. Let's slow down. Oh, I think I might have overshot it again. Nothing bad. And jump out. Well, do you want to grab that one? No? Alright, I'll get it. Jump out across the line. I think it's on the other side. Excuse me, Thomas. There we go. Beautiful countryside. Slow and steady, of course. Taking in the sounds and sights of gaming. Okay, let's shut the door. Jump on our step. And less than, well, just over half a mile, 1,000 yards. So 15 miles an hour speed limit as we come into the station. That's not too bad. The light is on. Is that on like would you call that a green? I suppose that's green. It's definitely not red, is it? Blue Anchor. Not sure I've ever heard of this place. I have travelled some of the Minehead coast. I don't think I've ever done it on train though. I've always gone down by car. That's gorgeous on beach. 15 miles an hour. Let's get that cracked down a bit. There we go. I want to try and pick up that gold. I wonder if the village is called Blue Anchor or whether... I'm not sure. feel like I want to look up this place on Google now. Let's get Thomas stopped. Here at Blue Anchor. Open up those doors. Fantastic game. You know, regardless of whether you're into this particular DLC, it's a fantastic game. Lock doors. Okie doke.
There's the station master.
Oh. Give the presents. Oh, okay. Let's give the presents to the station master. Love, you're in the way, really. Excuse me. Is that Mr. Peters or Mr. James? Was it?
Hello, Thomas. Thanks so much for finding these gifts. It seems that there have been gifts missing from several stations. Do you think you could find any more on your journey? Don't worry. We'll be sure to keep a good lookout and pick up any more that we find.
Okay, let's stand back in. So he's happy. So he's called the station master, and he has a Welsh accent. And then was it Mr. Peters? I can't remember now. Shall I shut that door? I don't know what she does there, stood there. Door clipping through her. Okay, let's... Oh, I keep going through that funnel. Washford is the next destination. 10 miles an hour. The light is green. The old lamps there that are on the side of the station. In a couple of weeks I'm due on holiday to go to St. Ives. And we're going to travel on the train, a little bit of train down there. And I'm really excited about it. Is that really nerdy? Because I'll be looking at the signal boxes and I'll be looking at the trains and just have a cool time, you know. I'm not what you would call... I've never done train spotting. I just, you know, it's... but I've always liked Train Sim World, you know. Yeah, I'll keep you posted on how I get on. And then perhaps when I come back home, I can run the line, St. Ives line, and then talk about my experiences maybe, and just have like, you know, perhaps tell you a bit of a story or something, I don't know. But it's what we do on the channel, slow and steady. A caravan park there. I've stayed in a few caravans like that over my time.
There's another gift at the side of the track. We need to make sure that we stop and collect it.
Okie doke. Stop, Thomas, next to the present. Right, let's see if I can stop on the spot. Let's start slowing it up. That's a bit better. Down to 10. Yeah, that's better. Beautiful. Okay, it's on this side. Open the cab door. It's a single track, so we'll jump out. Oh dear, it's fallen off. Back up into Thomas. Give me the prompt. There we go. And close the door. we go. So where's the next stop to? Washford. 25 miles an hour. So while we're travelling, Washford Station, the West Somerset Railway, is placed in a village it serves, which is Washford. It's beside the main A39 road between Willerton and Minehead, but there is no car park and limited nearby street parking, and it's a single platform. It's accessed by steps from below. The station was for many years occupied by the Somerset and Dorset Railway Trust, who used the main building to the house as a museum, and the yard store rolling stock. So has it got a yard, maybe? The station has been closed while the trust vacated the site, but reopened after some refurbishment. There is a booking office, but facilities, just watching the speed limit as I read, the platform has extensive grassy area, which is a pleasant place to watch and listen to the trains as they approach the station up a steep gradients from both Minehead and Bishop's Lydiard.
Look,
That's cool.
there's
Ooh.
another gift up ahead. I wonder how they ended up by the side of the track.
Okay. Let's gain a little bit of speed. 500 yards. Lovely. This can be interesting. So apparently there's a nice grassy area in Washford, and there's a bit of a yard maybe as well. But of course we're picking up a present here, so we'll see. Let's try slowing up, bring it down to 10 miles an hour. And let's bring it. Lovely. Nice sounds there of the steam. Another present that's been dropped. You right there, Thomas? Okay, let's go up and shut the door. Stand on our step. And off we go. So not far from the station now. I'm excited to see the station. Little whistle there before the just for the tunnel. Got a bit of a gradient here. I think they were talking about the gradient as you come into Washford. So they said that there was a shed here that held rolling stock. So it did say it was a single line. So here's our single. Well, actually, it's not, is it? Oh, let's slow down. Unless that is a siding for the yard, I suppose. So maybe it is a single line. It's just that's what they would use for the. There's the shed for the rolling stock. Lovely. Let's open up those doors. They did mention there was a grassy area. Not sure where you would access that to. They said parking wasn't that good. There's a bit of car parking here, but really nothing to talk of. But still, Washford. Everybody leaving there, look. Locked doors. There we go. You've had your chance.
There's the station master. Can you give them the gifts we collected, please?
Yes, of course, Thomas. Hold on. Oh, he's just here. Hello? Wow, you got here quicker than me.
Thanks for finding these, Thomas. You really are a useful engine.
Okay, you're welcome. Back up onto the step. Shut the door on the step and let's go. Watch it. Now, here's a place. "25 miles an hour. That's good off the line, isn't it? Oh, getting a bit of speed downhill. I was doing my homework, that's what I was doing. Let's have a look. Watch It Station has a single platform which has wheelchair accessible from the path over the level crossing. There is a footbridge over the line and down Minehead end of the platform, which there is a booking office.
Look, there's another
slower.
gift at the side of the line. I do hope there aren't any more, as we don't want the passengers to miss out.
Well, I expect the passengers think we're crazy. We're stopping every 5 minutes. Let's have a quick read. Toilets are available, including disabled facility, and there is a pay and display car park adjacent to the station, which is close to the town with its pubs and cafes and shops, and the harbour with its marina and East Quay Arts. That's kind of cool. Where's this parcel? So just up the road. I am speeding. Should pay more attention. Another parcel there. Let's slow up. Cool. Here we go. Wow, you think, I mean, certainly in the country, let's pick this up. No lights, no nothing, is there? It's like, can you hear a train? No. Can you see a train? No. You'd be like, oh! You'd be quickly running across. I would run anyway. There we go. Close the door. And let's go. Off we go to watch it. 1.5 miles. Downhill gradient, so we'll take it a bit steady. Although it says 10 miles an hour. Hold on. I do want that gold. 10 miles an hour, please. Oh, that's painfully slow. See, because of these crossings, maybe. Then back up to 25. That would make sense. There's a 10 mile an hour speed limit across those crossings.
Look, there's another gift up ahead. Let's stop and collect it.
Okay. That's 25 miles an hour over that crossing. Never stutter there. I can't really say that I've had stuttering on the normal game. Whether that's DLC related, I'm not sure. 19. Okay, grab the door. It's got to be the last present, surely. There we go. Ooh, gonna grab that a second. And back on the road again, or on the rails. Just took a phone call there. I guess real life still happens regardless of any recordings. So, oh, slightly downhill. Let's get on those brakes. Picking up the presents as we go. Maybe that's the last one, I'm not sure. Half a mile or just over to watch it. Coming slightly downhill. Looks like we're coming into a town.
As Thomas approached Watchet Station, he saw that Mr. Peters was standing on the platform. He was talking to the station master about the missing gifts, and Thomas was worried he might be in trouble for being late.
Well, Thomas has had a rocky start to his time in West Somerset. Not helped by diesel, of course. Slow down. There's the walkway that was over the station that they mentioned. A short walk from the pubs and cafes in Watchet. The museum there on the left. And a nice church as well. Unlock the doors. Is that Mr. Peters? Yep, the Watchet Museum there, boat museum. Lock doors.
But Mr. Peters wasn't cross. He was pleased. Ah, Thomas, I'm glad you're here. I wanted to tell you that I've spoken with the station masters, and they've all told me what a great job you've been doing. Thomas was very relieved. Thank you, sir, he said. I'm just glad to help. You've certainly proved yourself to be a really helpful engine by finding all the missing gifts, continued Mr. Peters. Don't worry, I'll see to it that they arrive in time for the party tonight. In the meantime, why don't you rest here for a while? I'm sure the passengers won't mind. Oh, yes, a short rest would be nice. Thank you, sir. That settles it, then, smiled Mr. Peters. Before you arrived, I was telling the station master about a big fireworks display we're having tonight to celebrate your visit. The fireworks have been loaded into some trucks that are waiting at Willerton Station. Do you think you could collect them and take them to the display ground later on? Yes, sir, puffed Thomas proudly. A fireworks display sounds wonderful, and all those loud noises and bright colours will be marvellous for the celebration. I can't wait. Mr. Peters laughed. "I'm glad you're looking forward to it," he said. "We still have lots to do before we're ready for the party to begin, so I'll see you later, Thomas." And with that, Mr. Peters headed off to make preparations for the event, and Thomas waited at the platform, enjoying his rest.
Well, there we go, and search and rescue trophy as well. Complete the scenario, the hunt for the missing gifts. And there we go. I want to try and do another episode if I can. The reason being is because that will then leave 2 short episodes for next Friday, and that will be the end of our Thomas the Tank Engine journey. So otherwise it might drag out for 10 weeks, and I'm not sure you guys or even I have yeah, I don't know. So let's do it. Looks like, and we know this was coming because, of course, Diesel caused all those troubles with the fireworks and the carriages, and he split them all up, all down the track. The next one is called A Problem to Solve. Arriving at Willerton, Thomas finds the fireworks train in a terrible mess.
A problem to solve. A short while later, Thomas had finished resting and was approaching Willerton Station. He was still thinking about the fireworks display that was taking place that evening. Suddenly, as Thomas rounded the bend, he saw that the tracks at the station were blocked by trucks. "Bother! Now I'm sure to be late." Then Thomas noticed something. The trucks that were blocking both platforms were the fireworks train that Mr. Peters had sent him to collect. Who shunted all these trucks into the wrong places? Who would do such a thing? Thomas soon found out. As no sooner had Thomas wondered who was to blame, a familiar black shape rolled into view. "Diesel? What are you doing here?" asked Thomas. "Sir Topham Hatt sent me here as part of the event," Diesel bragged. "This is an event to celebrate Sodor, after all, and perhaps he thinks a tiny little tank engine like you can't manage on your own." Suddenly, Thomas realized why so many strange things had been happening on the railway. "Diesel, it was you who moved Annie and Clarabelle into that siding and behind those trucks. And it was you who took the gifts. You've been the one causing all this trouble." Diesel just looked at Thomas and laughed. "I wonder what Mr. Peters will think of you now," he jeered. "Especially when he sees what a mess you've made of the fireworks train." "Mr. Peters thinks I'm very useful, thank you," retorted Thomas. "And once I've finished sorting out your mess, I'm going to find him and Sir Topham Hatt and tell them about all the trouble you've been causing." But Diesel just laughed. "They'll have to find me first," he sneered. And he raced away as quickly as he could. "We need to shunt these trucks back into the right order. Annie, Clarabelle, I'll have to leave you here whilst I sort out this mess." "Do hurry, Thomas. We don't want to keep the passengers stranded here for long." "I'll be as quick as I can."
Okay, what a mess it is. What a mess. Open the cab door. Unhook. Annie and Clarabelle. Back up into Thomas. Shut the door. And let's go and see what this mess is all about. 25 miles an hour. Let's put our foot down. Now I remember Diesel made a hell of a mess of all these trucks. Whether they've simplified it back, I'm not sure. Oh, don't tell me that was a red light. I'm hoping that was not a red light. We are speeding though. £10 an hour. Stop at the shed sidings. I think this is back in Minehead. One of the nice things about Minehead is that there is a turntable, which is quite cool. 5 miles an hour, my goodness me. Okay, manual junctions. Okay, we'll jump out. Take a look, because we've got tracks now. Safety first. Slow and steady. Now, I imagine we want to pick up the left one, so I imagine this is going to go left. Okay. What? Letter S truck. Couple. Oh, they got letters on them. Okay, that's interesting. Let's jump up. Close door. And we're going to move forward. Too fast. Well, it does say this one, although that's letter F. Easy. Okay. And then we're going to stop at the signal, so back up. Of course, try not to do the speed limit. I would like to get gold. Even if so, we don't have to do the whole missions again. We have been picking up trophies along the way. It's been quite cool. Okay. Now we're going to couple to the 4 vehicles. That was the signals. Hang on, let me check. It's got a red light. I don't want to fail it. Is that these things here? I think it's hold circle. Proceed as signals indicate. But it does look like we do have a red. Any thoughts? It literally looks like we got a red. Although when you hold circle, proceed as signals indicate. That looks red to me. Do you think it's going to change? Should we wait to 8:40? I can't push that through, surely. Ah, unless it's the red behind us. Hard to tell. Let's do it. Let's push through. Yeah, it's gone green. Okay. Speed limit 10. Oh. Oh, beg your pardon, we're not at Minehead, we're at Wellington. Wellington. L2, brake. Bit more, Thomas, bit more. There we go. Right, now back. £15 mph. Okay, I think we've got just one more part of the train to find, or to put together. You know, Thomas, he's working so hard. Let's get on those brakes. Okay, of course it's not brakes. You actually, unlike the original concept of the game, where braking and accelerating is done with R1 and R2, with this you actually have to, if you're going forward with Thomas, then you have to push L2 to brake, and then obviously reverse that if you're going the opposite way, you know. So 10 miles an hour. So pushing forward. Okay, so it'll be L2 to brake. Steady. Lovely. Okay, uncouple vehicles. So we'll jump off. Safety first. Still got that lovely lady with us who's in the way constantly. Down onto the grass. And let's uncouple. There we go. And shut the door. Safety first. And we will back up. £15 miles an hour. Of course, Annie and Clarabelle are still there, and I think all the passengers are there as well. Right, let's get on those brakes. Okay. Is that forward now? Forward. I heard the signal change. We are green. Oh, not too fast. 10 miles an hour on this line. So I think the next video will be the final story of Thomas Tank Engine, and I'll give my thoughts, which I kind of given my thoughts, you know, on and off through playing the chapters. I guess if you played, maybe this really is. I mean, I know I picked it up for nostalgia, but I think, you know, I wouldn't go back and play these missions again for fun. A lot of them are shunting back and forth, and although it's great to have Thomas, you know, the narration is okay. Maybe it is genuinely aimed at a younger audience and get them into the train sim world, you know, franchise. I mean, it's a great franchise to get into, let's be honest, you know. Just checking this, we've got a 10-mile-an-hour speed limit. Yeah, it's a great franchise. So probably going to move. I thought it would make sense to go and pick up the Annie and Clarabelle and bring them into the station and unload the passengers. It looks like we're going maybe for the fireworks, so we're going to change lines. I'm not sure. Stop. Okay. Yeah, coupled to the 9 vehicles, so back we go. I said it's, you know, I don't know. I think someone did comment on the video saying that actually their, I don't know if it's their son or their daughter, but their child was playing it and quite enjoyed it. I mean, there is no time limit, so I guess, you know, at least there's that. So I'm going to have to watch his speed coming in. Oh, coming in quite hot as well. Let's get on those 8 miles an hour. That's good. There we go.
We did it! The fireworks train is all sorted and ready to be taken to the party. Let's get these trucks coupled up to Annie and Clarabelle.
Oh, okay, so we're going to couple up to Annie and Clarabelle on the back of these. Whoops, wrong way. I'm sure they're going to appreciate being coupled up to this firework train. We are green. Got to watch those lights because you can fail the scenario and then have to do it all over again. Perhaps it would be worth me saving. But, oh, come on, we got this. We're green lights. We're 15 miles an hour. $25. Right, let's start scrubbing off that speed, otherwise the carriages are going to moan that we're going to come flying into them. Stop. Oh my god, that was a bit tough. Okay. I need to come in a little bit hot. No harm done. And maybe a cutscene with the. Although I imagine we'll probably have to drop off the passengers and then take the firework train somewhere, maybe. Down to 10 miles an hour.
Thomas managed to get the fireworks train all sorted and ready to be delivered. But he was still thinking about Diesel. We must find Diesel before he causes any more confusion and delay. But I wonder where he went.
There's a weird sound file going on over that narration. Oh, okay. And that was that. So I guess the final episode will be fireworks and actually it might even be called fireworks and friendships. But one more episode to come next Friday of Thomas the Tank, and then it's done. And yeah, it's been fun. I think I'll give my final thoughts next week. If you've got it, let me know what you think. Yeah, until then, have an amazing day. Take good care of yourself. Big shout out to the SAS crew, slow and steady subscribers, of course. And yeah, if you want to smash the like on the way out, that would always be appreciated. Until then, I will see you on the next one. Stay awesome. See you soon. Take care.